YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I am Channie, and today we're watching The Ridiculously Complicated World of Cats, Casual Geographic, and now I am a big cat. I'm still a water spirit, don't get it wrong, that's still my main thing, but I'm a snow leopard water spirit. So it's about time I watch cat videos. I've been kind of like saving them until my rebrand because I was like, it feels more fitting to watch them when I turn to a big cat, pretty much. So today's the day. We're watching this live on twitch.tv/chanzonia. Make sure you join us next time if you do have the time and you would like to join. We would love to see you here. But yeah, let's go.
This video was brought to you by Pure Spite.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Oh my god, the way you just hid there. What am I looking at? Oh my god!
This video exists for one reason, and it's because of an argument I got into with one of my friends.
The camouflage on that one was crazy. Up on the tree?
And even though we technically settled it in the end, I'm still tight it even got to that point. And if this dress proved anything, it's that even the most intelligent forms of life in the world...
Not this... Okay, chat, let me see what you guys think. What color did you see when you first saw this? Same to you, YouTube. Please comment below. What colors were you seeing for this dress? I've always seen it as blue and like green, like olive green. I think it is black and blue. Right now, black and blue. You're seeing this as black and blue, but it changes. YouTube, what color are you seeing it right now? What color I'm seeing right now? I've seen this color the whole time. Blue and like green. Blue and like olive green. It's white and gold for me. The first time I saw it was white and gold. Guys, this is scary. Oh my god, we're reopening like this dilemma again in the big year of 2025. Opening this can of worms. I blame Casual Geographic. Why he put it in here? Like, sure, this one up here is like the green is leaning a little bit towards like muddy gold, but that's about it. Like I cannot see white anywhere here. Like yellow and blue, red and green, and third I can never remember. So you have the red and green one, right? But like then what do you what are you seeing right now? Are you seeing because I'm seeing this as green, but if you're also seeing this as green, then it would make it gray for you, right? I think, if I'm understanding color blindness correctly. Oh my god, you guys know what other thing I love when it comes to like color stuff like that? It's like a strip of colors, but like there's like 11 colors of one color, but it's different shades of it. And then they're like, how many do you see? And then people in the comments were like, I see 4, I see 5. And I'm like, bro, there's like 9. I spotted 9 different colors. What do you mean? So I don't know. Eyesight is so interesting. Like people's like perception and of color and stuff like that is so interesting.
Dress proved anything, it's that even the most intelligent forms of life in the world, or even the universe, can have the stupidest hills to die on. So because of that, and because of a certain comment I'm really tired of getting, I decided to take a 2-for-1 special on birds, with the 1 being a stone, and by stone, I of course mean YouTube.
Oh my god.
But first, a word from our there's no sponsors, but can we just agree that this thing is obviously white and gold? Like, y'all really be lying unprovoked for no reason.
Real colors of dress confirmed. The dress was confirmed as royal blue lace bodycon dress from the retailer Roman Originals. The dress is black and blue. See, I told you it's black and blue, but I still don't know how people see white. I don't see, like, if you said white and no, if you said blue and gold, I see it. I see it, I understand it. But white and gold? No. Although it was available in 3 other colors, red, pink, and ivory, each with black lace. A white and gold version was not available at the time. That day after McNeil's post, Roman Originals website experienced a major surge in traffic and sold out the dress within 30 minutes. On February 28th, Roman Originals announced that they would make a single white and gold dress for a comic relief charity auction.
Get the and speaking of color causing controversy, no racial, Black Panthers aren't real. They don't exist, and I very nearly lost a close friend because of it. Melanism's a
Damn.
mutation that causes the production of melanin to go into overdrive, leading to basically a real-life shadow clone shiny Pokemon. A black panther is really just a leopard or jaguar with the same revitiligo Uncle Ruckus got. And because the gene that causes it is dominant in one cat but recessive in the other, most black panthers are just jaguars with extra tint. That's how a funeral colorway cat can birth a black and yellow remix, and vice versa. So Black Panther isn't really an animal, it's a description. It's a panther that's black. And I wish it ended there, but if it did, this video wouldn't exist. Because this is a black panther. But this is also a black panther. And wouldn't you know, there goes a blue panther. Since Black Panther just describes a mutation, black ain't the only color on the panther palette. Leucism is like the sun-bleached cousin of melanism. So
Leucism? Then what is albinism? I thought that was the opposite. Lucy meaning light, right? I'm guessing?
even though it sounds like a colonizer response to Wakanda, you can call both of these white panthers. The Maltese tiger is an alleged variant of the South China variety.
Pretty.
It's not for sure that they exist, but if they do, they technically be blue panthers. By now, I'm guessing at least one person's commented, what about the pink panther? About that, erythrism is the red-headed middle child of mutation.
Erythrism. I'm gonna forget this. Leucism is kind of easier to remember. I feel like this one, I'm gonna forget it very soon, within the next few minutes. Erythrism.
And one of the results of it is the ultra-rare strawberry-flavored leopard, or one could say, a pink panther. I can go on, but you see what I'm getting at, right? And at this point, you're probably asking, what even is a panther? The answer, well, the simplest one is that panther is just another word for big cat. It'd be simple if it wasn't.
I'm a panther, not a leopard, apparently. I'm not a snow leopard, I'm a panther, guys. Case closed. GG's. Rebrand just fumbled. GG's. I'm cooked. My whole brand is fake. These are news to me. This is news to me.
For one big, pun intended, problem. Here we have two cats. Cat A is an average of 130 to 140 pounds, stands 2 to 3 feet tall at the shoulders, and they max out about, let's say, 220. The average cat B weighs in at a little over 100.
I wish he would put centimeters as well in parentheses, you know, because I'm trying. How much is 2 feet, 3 feet?
100 pounds on a good day, just over 2 feet tall, and the biggest ones you'll ever see are pushing 120. But since the
Okay, so what are we doing here? Okay, cat 1 is bigger than cat 2. Okay, thank you, High Meister. I appreciate that.
The world of cats is honestly as defiant as they are. Only one of these is a big cat, and it's not cat A. And now you're probably questioning what big cat even means. And I'm so glad you asked, because now we get to meet him. The Big Cat Club is made of the Panthera, or, you know, the panther genus. There's technically 5 members, and the first is the leopard. The leopard is a pound-for-pound champion of big cats. And what would happen if Spider-Man changed careers and paid rent as a hitman? You won't find 5 animals more disrespectfully athletic than the leopard. There's not a single situation where a 360 backflip no-scope is required to make them.
Whoa! It just did like a backflip in the air. While in the air.
Athletic than the leopard.
To
There's
the
not
air.
a single situation
Where did it even
360
land?
backflip no-scope.
Where did it landing? Did it land there? I think that's it, right?
There's not a single situation where a 360 backflip no-scope is required to murk a monkey.
Oh my god, oh gosh.
But that's just leopards.
Okay,
They're by far the
back
best
on the
climbers
tree.
of big cats. And
Point, it's you. real. 220 lbs is basically 100 kg. For lbs is usually easy for me because I just half it. So if I see 100 lbs or pounds, I'm gonna like half it and be like, oh yeah, that's 50 kg. If it's 200, I'm like, okay, that's 100 kg. But for feet, it's always so, like, I don't know, it's more confusing for me.
avoid getting food taxed by lions and hyenas. They'll manhandle their prey up into the trees off the muscle. Straight jaw work.
It's literally straight jaw work. I was gonna say, like, this is a heavy prey they're carrying, and they're only carrying it with their mouth while climbing with all fours.
No gym, but look at that deadlift. And yeah, that is a rhino. Yeah, that is a giraffe. Leopards can also stalk their prey from the trees and fall out the sky for smoke like Batman about a jaywalker. This assault squirrel on steroids is the reason why a sign like this even exists. Not just because an Olympic gymnast level serial killer can get airdropped to the back of your neck, but also because you can legitimately get life deprived by a leopard's leftovers. Leopards are
Did it bounce?
your neck, but also because you can legitimately get life deprived by a leopard's
I didn't even see that it was
Leopards are by
falling
far
with
the
it.
most versatile big cat, which is why they have the
Whoa.
widest range. Just don't let Baboon Gang know, because that beef is anything but rare. Next are snow leopards, and this is going to be the beginning of many.
It's me. All right, we're gonna learn about me. Let's go. Let's go.
Many cat contradictions. Snow leopards aren't even leopards. Genetically, Tai Lung would have been closer to tigress.
I'm sorry, Chad. I'm a fraud. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So I ain't even a leopard. I'm a fake. I'm fake. I'm sorry.
And that's a shame, because missing out on the name cliff tiger is a fumble. It's a scientific
Look at the camouflage, though. Sheesh.
scientifically proven fact that cats are whores for elevated surfaces. So the mountain tiger lives in God's attic in the Himalayas. So it's a
Not gonna lie, I do like heights. My favorite like thing to go on in like amusement parks is those like drops, the things you go all the way up and then it drops you. They're my favorite. I go on these like 10 times if I'm in an amusement park. They're so fun. I like them. So it checks out.
good thing they either have 0 fall damage or anime plot armor stronger than vibranium. Yeah, he
Yeah,
survived
this is
this. It also gets
crazy.
cold up there, so the same tail they use for balance
Boink,
can also
boink,
be used as a
bounce,
DIY
bounce.
scarf. I encourage
I don't have this toggle, but I was meant to have this toggle. And for YouTube, you may not know this, but look, I have a tail. I have a tail now. I'm gonna put it down so it doesn't distract you. No hypnosis here, no hypnosis. I'm gonna say it before he says it. They do this for comfort and also to keep it from getting wet if they're like, you know, going through like a water area. And also, yeah, it's just for comfort and then it keeps them comfy, and in the cold, they wrap it around them as well.
you to go down the rabbit hole of snow leopards using their tails as security blankets. It'll make you
Yeah.
feel as warm as they do.
You
They've
see?
been
So
nicknamed
cute.
Ghost of the Mountains due to how far they've gone to social distance from humanity. But with how dirty
Oh,
we've done their closest
whoa,
cousins,
I didn't see that. Oh my god, look. Yo, sick. That's sick.
of the mountains
cool.
due to how far they've gone to social distance from humanity. But with how dirty we've done their closest cousin, I don't blame them. The actual tiger is like the Chuck Norris of cats because some of the facts
Tiger.
about them, you'd swear they were a cryptid if they weren't on camera. Facts
Boing.
like their legs being so built,
Oh
tigers
my
can stand.
god, what's the workout routine? I'm trying to be built like this. Hold on.
Even after they fully
I'll
pass
try to
tense,
go.
or that the infrasound in their roar can temporarily paralyze prey.
Oh my
How
god.
about the fact that they're one of the
Scary.
most vengeful things on the planet, with one tiger crossing off 436 names off the census after she got crossed by one? How about the fact that the reason tigers are orange in the first place is because the animals on their grocery list are completely Helen Keller to the color? Meaning, if you're a deer, this is what the biggest cat in the world looks like. It's also why a tiger's stripes run skin deep. And out of all cats,
wait, they actually are through the skin, like from the skin? I just thought it was like the... Interesting.
deer, this
I
is
thought it
what
was
the
just
biggest
the
cat in
fur
the world
itself.
looks like. It's also why a tiger's
Bengal and Siberian tigers are legit the apex predators. I need to watch like specific videos on them too. Are the Bengal cats, like the house cats, are they descendants of the Bengal tigers? I know you're probably gonna be like, Channie, I thought you liked cats. You should know this. I like cats. I think they're cute, but I don't know everything about cats. I'm willing to learn though about cats because I'm planning to get one. But yeah, maybe somewhat. I don't know. YouTube, do let us know. Are house Bengal cats related to Bengal tigers? There's some crazy stories about man-eating tigers. Man-eating tigers, like tigers eating humans? Or humans eating tigers? Tigers are impressive apex predators. However, they don't stand a chance against my chihuahua. That bitch real scary. Yo, your chihuahua catching strays by you, bro? You're out here dragging your own chihuahua into this. Like, once they learn to hunt humans, they don't stop. Oh. Go after people. Oh. I think tigers are super cool. If I had to, like, tier list my favorite big cats, tigers would be one. Snow leopards. Very cute. Third would be cheetahs. Actually, are cheetahs big cats? Maybe they are. Or maybe they're just the other one. They are big cats. Okay, I don't know, bro. This video is starting to confuse me. I don't even know what I am anymore. I'm lost. Cats are confusing. Cat cute, that's all I know. But okay, so tigers, snow leopards, cheetahs, regular leopards, and then fifth would be, what should I put fifth? Jaguar? Are jaguars? Jaguars should be big cat too, right? Surely. They surely are. I'm gonna say jaguar. At the end of the video, I'll give you my final ranking. If number one isn't my cat, I don't care. Best fat boy in the world. When I get a cat, my cat will be the number one cat. I want the cat so bad. I want a kitty.
Stripes run skin deep, and out of all cats, tigers have by far the
Boing.
highest human body count, and that's mostly because of
That reaction time for that kid is so... it was so delayed.
And out of all cats, tigers have by far the highest human body count, and that's mostly because of
Like,
how
girl,
close they live to
it already
humans. And I
happened.
don't just mean in India. There's
Oh
more
my
tigers
goodness.
in America than in the rest of the world combined. This one's in Houston.
Oh my God.
But we've also screwed them more than any other cat. Most
Oh.
white tigers are literally a product of incest for human interest. Then you got probably the
No
most famous
way.
big cat of all, the lion. They're the only ones that
I like lionesses more than lions. I don't know. And why do we call them the kings of the jungle when tigers are technically better at that? Like, I don't know. I don't think I've seen a lion in a jungle before. They're usually in like open areas. But let's listen. Let's learn. Maybe he will elaborate.
weaponize
Maybe
the
he will
power of
teach us
friendship,
why.
which is why lions have the most impressive meal plan of any cat. Anything short of a full-grown elephant
Starting beef with lions already? No, I'm chilling. I'm chilling in my snow mountain. Don't worry about it. Living my best life as a snow leopard. Very being chilling over there. We don't got no beef. We chilling.
can get packed up by the pride. Not even elephants in general get immunity. But going for the high-risk, high-reward
Not the
prey means
elephants.
lions
I just
also
watched the
get
video of
bodied
elephants.
religiously. And not just in Detroit. Arguably the biggest danger to a lion is their own ambition. But together, probably nothing's more impressive and makes you want to evacuate your bowels more than a pride of lions. And even with Hollywood dubbing over their roar with the tigers, it's because a lion's roar
Really? So wait, like in movies when they put the lion in that like circle thing, that's a tiger? While lionesses do more hunting, the lions are the ones that fight rival prides and hyenas. Yeah, I think he mentioned like that in one of his other videos.
lions. And even with Hollywood dubbing over their roar with the tigers, it's because a lion's roar is designed to be heard and tell anyone within a 5-mile radius that if they plan to around, best make
They
time
will
to
find
find
out.
out. And lastly
Yep.
is my personal favorite of the cats, the jaguar. Easily the
Jaguars.
one-punch man of meat eaters, thanks to the pound-for-pound strongest jaws on a cat, and also their habit of taking Thanos' advice and going for the head. The end game there is a cousin of the crocodile getting its wig busted by an all-terrain
Man.
aquatic vice grip. It takes a lot to make a capybara feel anything that isn't apathy. Jaguars are also OP enough to hit a lick on a sea turtle. I don't know if this makes sense, but jaguars are the tiger sharks of big cats. Their name translates to he who kills with one leap, because when this leopard on steroids gets active, the census undergoes subtractions.
Jaguar, the brand, having this OP animal behind them and then choosing that kind of rebrand, man.
And I don't want to gloss
Man.
over the fact that they're also the best swimmers of big cats. Although the Bengal tiger would probably like to have a word. Jaguars will often chew on yaji vines and get absolutely obliterated. That has nothing to do with this video, but it's by far my favorite fact about them. So those are the 5
Obliterated, like high, or just like they will die? I'm confused. What do these leaves do?
like to have a word. Jaguars will often chew on yaji vines and get absolutely obliterated. That has nothing to do with this video, but it's by far my favorite
okay.
fact about them. So those are the 5 members of the panther regime.
W's, we have lions, we have tigers, we have snow leopards, we have leopards, and we have jaguars. No cheetahs. So cheetahs, okay, I guess I have to remove cheetahs from the big cat list. But yeah, I'll put jaguar. But I really like cheetahs. They're so fast and cute. But they're literally just fast. They got nothing else going on with them. But it's okay. It's okay. 'Cause they're cute. And they meow. They're meow. Cheetahs are big, small cats. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Genus, which makes them all panthers. Whole time, Jacksonville and
Panthera.
Carolina flex the same mascot, which means any one of these cats being black would make it a black panther.
They're so
Yes,
cool they
even
are.
this. Now you might think that's where it ends, but call me Billy Mays, because wait, there's more. Remember this? Well, cat B is a male snow leopard, and cat A is a mountain lion. The cat world is really just a bunch
Okay, so this is it's shaped big, but it's not big. They don't even meow, they chirp pretty much, yeah. Like it's like a they don't roar is the point here. They literally just don't roar. They don't make scary sounds. Okay, so they're shaped big, but they're not considered big cats or panthers. And he said mountain lions, right?
is a male snow leopard, and cat A is a mountain lion. The cat world is really just a bunch of rules and cats that
Yo,
break the
mountain
rules
lions
because
are
not only
so
is a cat
pretty.
bigger than a big cat, somehow
Like the pretty
not a big
privilege on
cat.
them.
The cat 99% of people, including Google, think of when they hear panther, isn't actually a panther. What the fuck? Well, as mentioned, cougars don't sit at the big cat lunch table, and it has
pretty,
nothing to do with weight
so
class.
cute.
Most experts agree that the defining trait of a big cat
So
is a
fluffy.
modified
Oh,
bone
man.
in the throat called the hyoid
The hyoid tongue.
that gives the cat the ability to roar. So the rule of thumb is, if it roars, it's a big cat, and if it purrs, it's a little cat. Big quotes on the little. Now I gotta immediately break that rule because snow leopards, the big cat that's already on thin ice for not even being a leopard, also can't roar.
We snow leopards make weird sounds. It's like a but it's scary sound. It's not a roar, but it's scary. So yeah.
What the actually, it's gonna get old if I keep doing this, so you know what? I'm just gonna use Soldier Boy.
Huh?
Instead, they sound like if Lion King showed Simba's awkward teen
Boing.
phase.
Yeah. Okay, this one is not so scary. The one I've seen was actually a bit scary, but this one is not so scary. But imagine you're like alone in a like secluded area. It's dark, it's cold, and then you hear this in the distance, and it sounds deeper than this. Hear me out now. I know there's nothing intimidating about snow leopards. That goes for Channie, bro. I'm scary. Look at me. Rawr. Fear me now. Damn, I hope he shows a scarier one. Come on. Casual Geographic, you're selling me, bro. Come on.
So recap, with cats, there's
Oh,
big cats
man.
and little cats, or more specifically, panthers and felines. Panthers from the Panthera genus and felines from the Felinae subfamily. You see, now I always thought feline referred to anything cat, but by this logic,
I thought
lions,
so
tigers,
too.
and the rest of the big cats technically aren't felines. So any cat's either going to be a big cat pushing P, P being panther, or a little cat from family
Okay, Panthera, panther, feline. Feline. There we go.
feline. And now I gotta break that rule, cause this cat isn't either. The clouded
Oh.
leopard isn't a big cat or a little cat. You're probably gonna ask, well, do they roar or purr? No.
It sounds like an evil laugh, like a Mario character would have. Like, it's just evil laughing. It's plotting in its little head. It has...
Yeah, clouded
Okay, maybe TMI, but my tummy sounds like that sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clouded leopards do neither, and they're considered the bridge between big cats and not big cats. They're also considered a modern
They're
day
middle
saber-tooth.
cats.
Not literally, but because of having the most disrespectful dental of any cat, relative to size. Speaking of size, I grew up thinking they were way bigger, but that's honestly because the first time I heard of one, it was trying to murk the Rugrats.
Not even Channie's tummy can growl. Bro! Ah! That is crazy. Least threatening cat I ever... Oh my... Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna watch the video.
Also, the clouded leopard isn't an actual leopard, and we can hold the Soldier Boy because at this point we ain't even surprised. But yeah, other than them, cats are either big cats or not big cats. Which brings us to the cougar, who, despite being the most associated with the name, isn't even a type of panther. They're actually more related to your pet cat than to an actual lion. The confusion is because mountain lions can be found anywhere from the Yukon to the very tip of South America. Being found in a lot of places means they've gotten
Look
a
at
lot of
them.
names like puma, cougar. Yeah, I've never heard of catamount, but also panther. I mean, think about it.
Okay, that's a puma? Okay, because I was gonna say, so mountain lion is a puma. I thought they were different things. I don't know why. I thought like they were cousins, you know?
The names like puma, cougar. Yeah, I've never heard of catamount, but also panther. I mean, think about it. They're called mountain lions, but share area codes with jaguars. And also, they don't roar. Instead, they sound like a woman becoming a notch on Ted Bundy's
Oh my
belt. Basically,
God.
cougars prove that you
Was that the sound of one? Did he actually hear the sound of one, or what did he hear to get so scared? Because if that's actually their sound that scared him, that's hilarious.
roar. Instead, they sound like a woman becoming a notch
Oh
on Ted
my
Bundy's
God.
belt. Basically, cougars prove that you might be a big cat, but you're not a big cat. This roided up identity crisis might go by many names, but they catamount
That's a dude in the
to a
woods.
panther. And now that we've addressed that, we can address the second reason I'm making this video.
Actually, cheetahs can roar either. Cheetahs can roar either. Oh god, here we are. The first fact I've ever found to be wrong: a cheetah is also a big cat that cannot roar. Do your research, but damn, they're the largest of the small cats. A lot of cheetah enthusiasts were angered. It seems.
I am weary. Yeah, cheetahs aren't big cats, and not only
They're
is it
so
Avengers level conflict
Look at them, Leopards, so cute.
in my comments whenever I say otherwise, this was another argument me and my friends got into. But cheetahs are in subfamily Felinae, which makes them felines, which makes them not big cats. Also, they can't roar. The best they can do is arouse a party of bird watchers. Now you see why cheetahs get religiously
They're a
bullied.
bird.
It's basically an overgrown house cat competing with units. I've always said that the cheetah's biggest downfall was investing everything into speed, but
And
honestly,
speed,
evolving to
yeah.
run away from their problems was the best
my-
they could do. And I love cheetahs, but it's clear
I would bet you money. This is a video in the Middle East. Because, I don't know, the amount of people in the Middle East that just be having big cats at their house being chilling is insane. Oh my god, every video I've seen in shorts that includes... Sorry, I keep saying big cat, but I clumped them all together. But you know what I mean. I meant type cat A, you know. That's what I'm talking about here. They got a lot of those, but they also do have big cats too. Like I've seen tigers in their house and shit. And I'm like, whoa, okay.
run away from their problems was the best they could do. And I love cheetahs, but it's clear they took the cut way too far.
They're so
Like I said, if you can
pretty.
get victimized by vultures,
Like literally,
you messed
bro,
up.
fight
In their
back.
defense, male cheetahs will form coalitions to tackle life head on. But cheetahs are still the most underappreciated single moms in nature. There's a lot more other little cats, and some you've never
Oh yeah, right. He did mention the fact that the baby cheetahs have started to evolve, like having this dual color situation to kind of mimic what was it called? That animal. Slipping my head. Any second now, I'll remember it. Honey badgers. Hyenas? I think it was honey badgers, yeah. To mimic honey badgers. Evolution is interesting.
never heard of. Like, you want to know what's the closest relative of the mountain lion? You'll never guess it. Here's an ad while you guess it. It's the jaguarundi. So the cat named after
who?
a jaguar.
Bro, he's losing me. Like this is becoming more confusing. I should know this. Like I should lock in. This is my people. This is my people. I should lock in better and understand the correlation and intricacies of the taxonomy. But it's confusing. I'm lost.
Never heard of. Like, you want to know what's the closest relative of the mountain lion? You'll never guess it. Here's an ad while you guess it. It's the jaguarundi. So the cat named after a
Jaguarundi.
jaguar is most related
Baby,
to a
so
cat
cute.
named after a lion, even though neither of them are related to either of those. Its name means dark jaguar, even though it looks like a UFO. Unidentified feline otter, which is actually another
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like an otter. That's so interesting.
name they have, and they do not look happy about it. But nothing has more of an attitude aesthetic than Palace's cat. The furry epitome of shit ain't funny. But if nature wanted me to take them seriously,
It's
it shouldn't
so
have had them built like an
cute.
ice-chilled glacial Garfield. Like snow leopards, they'll also use their tails to stay warm. Except with the
Yeah.
Palace, that means standing on their tails to keep their paws toasty. You're not
Yeah.
beating the adorable allegations, buddy. Now, they're still wild animals, so no, you can't have them as a pet.
No, I want it. I wanted this pet now. It looks so fluffy. Like imagine just cuddling. Imagine it. So cute. If not friend, why friendship? Exactly.
I guess anything can be a pet until it rips your face off. But if it means anything, you can adopt a Siberian forest
Oh.
cat. because it's honestly the closest you're gonna get. But yeah, that's the aggro kitty. To be fair,
Look
you'd be
at
pissed
it.
7 ways to Sunday if you googled ugly-eared cat and your face came up. Now we've got the bobcat, and I'm gonna be honest, I could
Wow.
never really tell the difference between them and a lynx. But it turns out this whole time,
But is this thing? What do you mean you can't tell? They have like hairy feathers. They have hairy feathers on their ears. I don't think any other cat has that really. Like just randomly sticking out like this.
bobcat is a lynx, or at least
Oh.
a type of it. The lynx is a
Oh.
cat with many faces, with 4 species of them
Wow. Okay. This keeps getting more confusing. Oh my
in
God.
circulation. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here either. The
Okay,
Canada
thank
lynx is
you.
the most memorable, if for no
If he even doesn't know Hey, who knows animals this well, I'm not expecting myself to know any better. So if he says he's confused, my confusion is more justified.
reason, but the fact that they remind me of that one Proud Family episode. And the only thing goofier than their paws is how they settle disputes.
POV arguing with your siblings.
And the lynx of the desert would have to be the caracal.
Cut off.
Caracal. Caracal. Or you might know him by his stage name, Floppa. Their defining trait is being
Floppa?
one of the few creatures alive with an ear mullet. I say few because a river pig stole their entire flow. I can't really tell you for sure, but many believe that they use these ear tufts to catfish birds by pretending to be insects. Others say twitching the tufts
Bro, when they do that, it's so cute and majestic. I was gonna say here, when he mentioned birds, if you really look, it kind of looks like bird wings, you know? Like a bird is like leaning down, crouching, or like, you know, looking down, and they have their wings outwards. So maybe it's like a tactic to lure in more birds and be like, oh, it's like a few birds here, let's go yap with them. Little do they know, it's a whole big cat. Well, not big cat. Big cat that's not a big cat, you know? You know what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I didn't expect it to be insects. Now it's trying to mimic here.
Others say twitching the tufts is how caracals talk to each other.
Look at
also, they have what's
them.
scientifically known as
So pretty.
stupid bounce. They're a popular pet, which I don't
Ooh.
really get because every video I see looks like a cat prepared to catch a charge. Turns out hissing is just how they communicate. They can hiss at you
Oh,
and be
man.
perfectly happy like only nature's tsundere can. A close cousin of the caracal is the serval, and for them, all I gotta say is
Ooh.
gravity is pretty much an option, especially since a bunch of their calories come from life-retiring birds
Oh my.
mid-air. Pogo Kitty can launch itself 13 feet, and if you're like me with no
Damn.
concept of distance, here's another video. Stupid, right? So we have cats in jungles, cats in deserts, cats in mountains, and now cats in air.
Cats
So
in
what's
air.
next? Like cats in water?
Yes.
This is a fishing
Oh.
cat, not to be confused
fishy
with the
cat?
fisher cat, which, wouldn't you know, isn't even a cat. It's pretty obvious where
Why
the
is it
fishing
called a
cat got its
cat? Why you put cat when it's no cat? It's like that in Elden Ring, the watchdogs. And it's literally three cat heads on a statue thing, and they're like, oh yeah, watchdogs. What? That's a cat. It's 3 cats. Don't piss me off.
name, and it's one of the few cats that will 100% run your fade
Don't
in water.
understand.
And now we got the cats that you could put in a pet store and nobody would even blink. And this is the smallest cat of all, with the rusty spotted cat able to sleep comfortably in your hand.
Small.
And yeah, that's not a kitten.
God, it's
that's
so
a grown
tiny.
man with bills to pay. Not much bigger is the
That's a grown man with bills to pay. Sorry, that was funny. Oh god, they got the dog in them? No. I seen some that were pets, and yeah, hissing and growling are signs of affection. Very mixed signals.
And yeah, that's not a kitten. That's a grown man with bills
Bro,
to pay.
they're
Not
so
much bigger is the
tiny.
Blackfoot, aka the deadliest cat on the planet. Yep.
That's the that's the deadliest cat on the planet. I mean, not to judge, but like, what?
The highest hunting success
I'm
rate
just
of any cat at
confused.
60%, and while hunting, they'll catch a body pretty much every hour on the hour just to stay alive. And they're the reason I could never be a cameraman. No
Oh my god, it's so adorable. What do you mean? This is the deadliest cat.
shot I could see
I can't even get a
this to be
good pause.
expected to
They're
be
moving too
professional.
fast.
Ain't no way. Yeah, looking real fierce.
Yo, if I see one of these, I'm taking it home, thinking it's a small cat, just like a regular house cat, domesticated cat. Like that, like what? What? That's
Buddy,
crazy.
my timbers are shivered. Same thing
My
with Joffrey's
timbers are
cat, a
shivered.
vicious, cold-blooded predator that only weighs at most 10 pounds. And at this
Oh
point, you're
my
probably wondering just
God.
how many cats are in South America. Well, here's
Many.
3 more. The cod, the margay, and the ocelot. Together because they
Ocelot,
look like 3
okay.
stages of the same Pokemon.
Okay, these two look very similar. I'm blocking one of them, sorry. But you see, they look a bit similar.
And here you have the Andean mountain cat, which is endangered of being too damn adorable. Aw. Nah, but like for real, they are dying though. Speaking of which, we got the cats that are so rare, there's barely any videos of them I could use. There's the Borneo Bay cat, or just Bay cat for short, the marbled cat. Another one who could have lived anywhere, but instead chose the foothill forests of the Himalayas. You got the elusive Asian golden cat, and of course the African golden cat. Can you tell I'm running out of things to say? There's just that many cats, and you can see exactly where we got tired of naming them. For example, this is a wildcat. Yeah, that's their name, because when a naming guy rage quits and you're left with his intern, this is the quality of work you get. This is a sand cat. It's like a feline fennec fox that runs
My previous form. No way, we got my new form and my previous form in the same video. That's crazy.
fades with venomous snakes for fun. 2 out of 10 name, but at least they live in the sand. This is a jungle cat. Guess where they don't live? I'm not even gonna put the soldier boy this time. Are y'all trying to piss me off? Yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Not because I named every type of cat. There's like 40 of them. I'm just cutting it now. But yeah, this video was kind of just an excuse for me to talk about the cats of the world, so consider it a late Christmas gift. Friendly reminder that I am selling a calendar, link in description if you're interested. But anyway, make sure you drink water, cherish your loved ones. Thank you for the support in 2023, like for real. Shout out to my friends for inspiring and irritating me at the same time. And I'ma see y'all
Love your friends.
in the next year.
Thank you, sir. Casual Geographic. They're gonna roar, meow, chip, chirp. Oh, hello. So cute. Hello there. But yeah, that was the ridiculously complicated world of cats. There is big cats that are not big cats. The big cats are pantheras. I'm a panthera, barely making it through because I don't even roar apparently. But yeah, very, very informative. A lot of complications along the way as well, because yeah. When is the world of animals not complicated? I feel like every time things keep getting more complicated. But still a very informative and enjoyable video. I really enjoyed it. I learned a lot of things about some of these big cats I was a fan of. Some facts I already knew, but was nice to brush up on them and rehear them again. But yeah, YouTube, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!